Back in 1968, the first 911 call was made. This was a momentous day for the public safety field, and for decades after that first call, loyal teams of telecommunicators and emergency communication centers all across the nation have been the voices the public needs when calling for help. Each year, the second week of April is considered National Public Safety Telecommunicator Week, which takes time to recognize the dedication and hard work of the true first responders who protect our communities. During these continued uncertain times in the coronavirus pandemic, over the past year we have seen many working from home and staying home across the world. However, this has not been the case for those working in public safety and especially our 911 telecommunicators. While this is a tough time to celebrate National Public Safety Telecommunicator Week, it's also a great time to recognize the hardworking individuals who have risen to the challenge and continue doing their best on a daily basis. And although there may not be the catered meals, the awards ceremonies, and parties hosted by your local agency to celebrate, 911 telecommunicators still deserve the recognition and respect for what they're doing day in and day out. Today I'm excited to share with you that based on a request made by North Carolina APCO, that North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper has declared the week of April 11th through April 17th, 2021 as Public Safety Telecommunicator Week in North Carolina. The proclamation is as follows. Public Safety Telecommunicators Week 2021 by the Governor of the State of North Carolina. Whereas emergencies that require law enforcement, fire, or emergency medical services can occur at any time, and whereas public safety telecommunicators provide a continuous link from those in need to the emergency service providers who will respond to assist, and whereas when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of law enforcement officers, firefighters, and paramedics is critical to the protection of life and preservation of property, and whereas the safety of our law enforcement officers, firefighters, and paramedics depends in part upon the quality and accuracy of information obtained from people who contact the emergency communication centers of North Carolina, and whereas public safety telecommunicators provide 24-hour-a-day service and are the first contact many people have with emergency services, and whereas public safety telecommunicators are a lifeline for our law enforcement officers, firefighters, and paramedics, monitoring their activities by radio and providing them with information to help ensure their safety, and whereas each public safety telecommunications dispatcher exhibits compassion, understanding, and professionalism during the performance of his or her duties, and whereas the state of North Carolina commends the many dedicated public safety telecommunicators whose ongoing contributions help to keep our state and residents safe. Now, therefore, I, Roy Cooper, Governor of the State of North Carolina, do hereby proclaim April 11th through 17th, 2021 as Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in North Carolina and commend its observance to all citizens. North Carolina APCO always strives to work closely, representing the over 3,000 telecommunicators all throughout the state. As we all continue to adjust to what our new normal will be, one thing we fully recognize is that 911 telecommunicators are on the front line with the healthcare workers, the emergency responders, and the other essential workers across the state. And on behalf of the Board of North Carolina APCO, we thank the incredible telecommunicators who work tirelessly to protect and serve your communities, and wish you all a happy National Public Safety Telecommunicator Week.